Hey, what's up guys? My name is August. I'm going to be showing you how to assemble the F1 wallet. Part of this video will be replacing your bands, installing your Airtag, installing a new money clip if you got, like the Raptor for instance. You're going to need, obviously, the tool. It comes with it. And with the band, we burn both ends. We'll send it to you already ready to go. One knot at the end, burn at both ends. All right, so first step, you're going to need the front piece right here. It says Vice on it right there. So flip it over on the other side, grab yourself an arm and place it in these two holes right here. Slide in the top and then you can just pull this a little bit and put it in there. Next, let's just get the other arm on. Boom, there we go. Once you have both arms on, grab your biggest piece right here, and with this part facing up and the back side facing up on this, slide it under the arms and line it up with those little tracks right here. Arm, arm, there we go. And next, we're gonna wanna put on the sub plate right here. All right, my screws spawned into the power of editing. You're gonna need 2 5mm screws is what it comes with, of course, and the 11 4mm screws right here. All right, so there is a little bit of trick putting these screws in. When you put the screws in, you wanna put these top two first, and don't put them down all the way. All right, as you can see, I left like a little bit of a buffer right here. They're not flat down yet. Because what you want to do, put your thumb on there and push it up and forward just to the top of here. This subplate needs to be pushed up. All right, now we're gonna want to go ahead and screw them in all the way. Now when you're screwing in any of these screws, you need to only put them to where they're snug. You're not trying to, torque the crap out of them. You just need to screw it in so it's just nice and snug. All right, now that we've got these two screws in snug at the top, we don't have to hold the subplate anymore. All right, we've got all these bad boys snug in here. We're gonna wanna put the band in next. Putting it in is pretty simple. You're gonna go through these 4 holes at the very bottom. Now I know you can see 6 holes here, but the ones on the far right and the far left, those are for your clips. So starting with this bottom right one, very bottom right one, you take your new band and you slip it in through the bottom of the wallet like that. Grab it, pull it through. There you go. Now as for the holding part right here, you don't want to hold it completely up like this. You don't want to hold it completely down like that. Just give it a little bit of a buffer like this. Have them at an angle. That way you have the same amount of slack throughout the entire wallet. Next, you're going in this hole right here, far right from the bottom. Then you're probably starting to get the idea here. Go in that hole right here from the top, next one over. By the way, a pair of needle nose tweezers helps a lot with this if you're not able to get it into hole. As you can see, the next hole I went in was second from the right, going down. Next, you're gonna go from the bottom of this hole right here. There we go. Next, go in this third from the right on the bottom side. And lastly, you're gonna wanna put it in that hole right there, come out the bottom, and go through this one, and then you can tie your knot at the end. This part is definitely the trickiest without a pair of needle nose pliers. There we go. Now we're gonna put it in that bottom left one. And from here, I flip it upside down, take this part right here, and we're just gonna tie a knot right at the end, just how there's a knot at the end of this part right here. The way I do it is I just pull it real tight, grab here, so that I can spin it down and around, and then put it through the hole, slide through, and grab the end. There we go. You got your knot. Next, flip it back over, bring it up so you can grab these parts easily, pull it up, and put it in that part right there. Grab, pull, put, boom. Now at Vice, we actually flip these knots upside down so we don't have that little dingle dangle hanging out there. Gonna need some needle nose pliers for that. Grab it, pull it, roll it in, push it down. Now, this one right here, grab it, pull it, roll it, push it down. All right, so you've got your new fancy schmancy plate here, and you wanna know how to swap it out. All we're gonna do is take out the old one, 4 screws, boom, 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 boom. And remember, when you're putting in the screws, you don't want to torque them too hard. You just want to put them to where they're snug with your tool right here. Just snug. All right, there you go. You've got your new plate on. Let's say you got yourself a special money clip right here, or you got yourself an Airtag. We're gonna go through both. It's pretty simple, 2 screws right there and there. It's gonna come with this installed, but I'm going to show you how to install a money clip. Now we're just going to screw it in with these longer screws right here. First, do not put the screws all the way down yet. Secondly, do not over torque the screws. You're just putting them so they're snug. Okie dokie, so now that we've got them a little bit on, you can see that there is a gap right there, very small gap. We don't want a gap at all. But before you get rid of that gap, you're gonna wanna push down on the top right here. Not too super hard, just give it a little bit of pressure, and then go ahead and snug up your screws. There we go, that one's snug. Next. There we go, nice and snug. Not over torqued. And as you can see, there is no gap anymore. Okay, so technically we do have a final product here. Nice, looks good. Milled F-bomb right there. So how do you install the Airtag? If you order the Airtag by default, then it's gonna come on there a little bit loose. That way you can easily just slide it off and install your Airtag. Once you've unscrewed it, all you're gonna do is place down your Airtag and get these tweezers out of the way. Lay down your Airtag clip. And just, I like to line up the apple going straight up and down. Then all you do is once this is laying over top that, take your 2 long screws, boom, and go into those holes right there. Now with this, it's the same as the money clip. You're not gonna go in all the way quite yet. You just wanna put them in. And when you're screwing them in for the final time, you want it to be snug, not over torqued, and you don't want a gap in between the clip and the wallet. Very, very important that you install it properly that way. No gap, you want it sandwiched right there. So let's go ahead and snug these up. No over torquing. And I'm putting a little bit of pressure downward with my thumb right here, just so that makes it easier. I can feel when it is snug up. There we go. Feels good. Do the same over here. There we go. All right, no gap. These two are snug, and your AirTag is successfully installed. Nice. Final thing I want to talk about is how do you use this wallet? Everyone I hand it to, and when this wallet was first handed to me, I was like, how do you open it? Like, what do you do here? All right, so one way, little bit of a learning curve with it, is you just grab it, you know, you're palming it into there. You have your fingers at the top, so you're gripping it without touching, you know, these arms or this front plate right here. Then you can just put your thumb underneath this arm right here and push kind of up, so you can see like the moving action it does. So think about just like getting that to push up and out from this part, up and out. There. So there is easier ways to do it. This is just the one-handed method. It takes a little bit of practice. And then there's the two-handed method. You know, you just go down here and, I mean, actually I can do it with one hand right here. You're just putting one finger on the top and then one finger, your thumb probably, on the bottom of this front piece right here. And once again, you're not just pushing up, you're kind of like pulling out and pushing up. So pulling out from this part right here. And then final method is you can just really just grab these two arms right here. Once again, pull up and out. I highly suggest you just get used to this one-handed method right here. You might be able to find your own little tricks of opening it as well. But, you know, this is probably the easiest when you just slip out your pocket and grab it like this, palm it down here, put your thumb under here, pull out from this and up, out and up. All right. So I believe that has everything covered there. Appreciate you guys watching. Show us some love in the comments, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.